Hey, what is up, you guys? Joe to the 12th here. I'm with Caesar again. Sorry to the headphone users. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As usual, not like every video is the same. But, we're going to be talking about some injury stories while we're playing the weekly or daily thing.
D2 Crucible.
Yeah. Ah, boy, this is going to be irritating. But, how about you kick us off, Caesar? How about you do it first?
Alright, well, I was a pretty dumb child, I'm not gonna lie.
Aren't we all?
Makes sense, we're all curious as kids.
Mm-hmm.
Except I just didn't learn my lesson until I just fucking hurt myself. But long story short, I think one of the... Alright, so my sister used to have like a play set, like a house and all that, like a whole play set. And I was standing on it, like around, I think it was like, what, 2?
Like on the roof part of the like
I
kind of
don't
like
know
a
what,
dollhouse.
I don't, yeah, something like that. And I was just standing on like the whole play set, and she was just like wanted to play with it so bad. We were just going back and forth, and I just did not want to get off. So she just ripped it from underneath my legs. Like I fell and like I slammed my arm. I think it was on a desk.
Oh
Yeah, just
fuck!
broke my arm. Basically
God
broke my arm.
damn. So like,
Yeah.
like what part of the arm? Like the forearm
I
or like
believe.
towards the elbow?
No, I believe. Yeah, I believe towards the elbow.
Oh shit! Like like
Yeah.
was it fractured or just like broken, like snapped in half kind of?
I don't think I remember, but I believe it was a fracture if I'm not wrong.
Oh shit. Alright. That's all of that story?
Pretty much.
Alright, I'm gonna save the most gruesome one
Oh,
from
please don't
for
shoot at me. I know
last.
you see me. Don't come at me. I got a shotgun. That's all I have. I don't have range.
I'm about to fucking... Okay, I'm gonna save my most brutal one for last, alright? Let's do
Alright.
something small, alright. You know, this was, I think, back... I think when I first moved to this new apartment. Because in the same complex we had, we lived in 2 apartments in the same complex. One was a 2-bedroom and one was a 3-bedroom. So, the one I'm in is a 3-bedroom, so... What happened was, I was helping around the house, and I decided to help with taking out, I think, some boxes to the garbage. Either that or I was helping with groceries, and I didn't want to make more than one trip, so I just put them on like a dolly, which is like, you know, a rolling
Yeah.
thing, used for like boxes and all that. So one day, I think after I made 2 trips, something like that.
Uh-huh.
2 trips? Yeah, 2 trips. So I came in and it's hard to roll it back inside the house because the door I had to hold it open on my own and you know push it through. So after I was having trouble doing that, my mom asked if I needed help and I said no, I'm okay. So then I leaned too far forward, I fell, my left knee hit the not the blade part, but you know the floor part where it holds stuff. My
Whoa.
knee fell on the corner of that, and it basically made like probably a half an inch cut in my knee.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my, I looked at it and it's just, fuck. It was so bad. I didn't need stitches though, I didn't. It was just so bad though. Like not to the point where it was bleeding everywhere, but you know, it was just, oh god. It was painful though, it was. I like fell over like towards my face. That's how that's how far I fell. And I was tall as fuck, so it was a long time when I fell. It took me forever to fall. Alright, so that's the
I
last
swear to God, if this person keeps murking me, I'm gonna leave. This is
Alright,
rude.
so that's the end of my story right there. That's how I got a scar
Uh,
on my knee. Alright, you got one more?
I have one, I believe, on my left knee. I'm not, oh God, oh God, oh Stop shooting me.
You could check and all
No,
that if you want.
no.
No.
Yeah, it's on my left knee. I was at the beach with my brother, and me being the dumb kid that I am,
Mhm.
I went to oh God, I went to go climb on these rocks that everybody was climbing on, right?
Mhm.
Because I wanted to do it too, and I was half in the water, so I slipped on one of the edges and I hit my knee. I didn't realize that I cut myself yet, because I'm still under the water, so it's not burning or anything. Until I get out the water and I walk back to where my brother set up like the,
And you felt
the
kind of like a
blanket and all
stinging
that.
sensation or something?
Nope. No,
No?
he's like, "What the fuck happened to your leg?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
You looked
And I didn't
down
know what he was
and
talking about. Yeah, and then I look down, it's just a big gash in my freaking
God
knee.
damn! Like how big was it? Like, define how big was it?
About, I'd say almost an inch
Deep or wide?
deep.
Deep? Jesus.
Yeah.
God damn. And you said you were in the water when this happened and you didn't realize it until your
Yeah.
brother pointed it out?
Yeah, I didn't realize until then.
God damn.
This person
Either
knocked
you
me
were
off the
having
map.
really fun or the adrenaline was going or something and you didn't feel it
Probably.
at the moment. But I mean, it should have hurt too, because you said you were at the beach, so salt got into the wound, I think. So,
Oh no, yeah. After that, I went to go clean it out with salt water,
yeah.
and then it burned. But at the moment that it happened, at the moment that it happened, it didn't hurt.
This guy
I'm
went to
telling
the
you, at the
fucking
moment, it didn't
salt.
hurt.
You couldn't ask for a bottle of water. He goes to the
No,
fucking.
because salt water would have cleaned it better, obviously. So
I
I
know,
just
but
went
it
with
would have
salt water.
hurt so bad. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Alright, this one. Okay, the one I'm about to tell is I think back when I was like starting to get into soccer again, because after a while I like so into it that I went and got cleats and a set for a goal set and everything like that.
Mhm.
So what I did was I learned my mistakes, so it was so bad. I'm not kidding. It was so bad. So I believe I was 12 or something when this happened. I can't remember, but all I can say is the human body is just amazing. I mean, you could get like a fucking your arm is broken in half, and yet
Why?
somehow like a month or two later you're fine. It's just so amazing.
Alright, don't peek that. Don't peek it.
Anyway, so I was getting into soccer, and this was during the summertime, so a lot of bees and everything were out in the open. So what happened was I go and I'm practicing on my own because I didn't have many friends that were my age at the apartments.
Mhm.
So I was practicing on my own. I went and I was getting the ball, but then I heard some sort of buzzing around me. I was like, wait a minute, what? And I look to my right, a bee was like up in my face. Not a bee, it was like a black, so like a bumblebee, right? Like a black
So,
bee.
wasp.
It wasn't yellow and black, it was like a black bee. I can't
So that's
explain
a
it.
wasp.
Well, okay, yeah, but it wasn't doing anything. It was just floating by me. But I'm scared of bees because I got stung before and it hurts like hell. So anyway, I panic, even though the right thing to do is to just stand still and let it fly by. But I was young, so I couldn't, my brain couldn't process that. Oh shit, I'm gonna get stung. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I sprint run, like track star running. That's how fast. And so what I did next was fuck. This is hard for me to say, man. It's just, oh boy. Long story short, don't run on concrete with cleats on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! And I kind of tilted too far. This was back when I was like 200 something, or close to 300. So I tilted too far when I was running. I fell. All my body weight went onto my left arm, and I heard a pop, like that. That's what I heard.
Oh,
And I was so in pain. My mom couldn't tell if I was crying or laughing.
oh
That's how much
no.
pain I was in.
Um,
So after like getting like a bag of peas that were frozen and everything, and just the basic stuff, because like I maybe sprained something at first, but
mhm.
that didn't happen. It didn't we it took like a week for us to realize that it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't doing anything. So we went to the hospital. They took an x-ray, and wouldn't you know it, there is a 1-inch crack in my arm.
Oh,
So I got a fracture from my body weight onto my
oh,
arm. I fell onto my arm and I
oh
got a fracture. Okay, that I was so surprised. Like, holy shit, I weighed that much and I
oh
fell
my
on my
God,
arm? Oh god.
that's fucking
But
insane.
then like after
Uh,
maybe I had to wear a cast and a splint and all that.
mm,
But after like maybe 2, 3 months, no, not even that, like maybe a month or two of wearing the splint and mask, it healed over time. So I was surprised, like, man, the human body is amazing. I mean, organs is different, but bones and skin, it's just wow. So that's the end of that story. You're next, Caesar. Anything else? Oh boy, see if you can top that.
uh, uh. Okay,
All right.
so
You
I'm pretty
said you
sure you remember
got
this.
Yeah, you
I'm
said you
pretty sure you
got
remember
like
this.
a. Oh, okay, all right.
You remember how I fractured my elbow
Oh
back when we
yeah.
used to play on Xbox?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man, that was the worst. Oh man. All right, so
uh,
back when I was in middle school, they would like let us outside, depending on if it was good outside, for like at
mhm.
least a good 10 minutes. And there was these yellow chains right outside. We were all just chilling, messing around, and I decided to jump
Pause
over
for a
one of
second.
these chains.
Pause for a second. I'm sorry, but what do you mean yellow chains? Like,
No, they were
like
just
a.
like chains, but they were
Oh.
like painted yellow, and I guess it was just like a little section for the school.
Like kind of like
But
for
you could go out.
cars. Like you can't go out of that
Yeah, I
area.
guess. Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
so I decided to jump over it.
Oh
My
no.
dumbass friend decided to go under it at the same exact time.
What?
He didn't realize I was going over it, so he lifted the chain up, going under it, and I hit the chain and I fall forward. When I land, like my knee upwards, like it was like on a hill,
Oh my.
like a little
Not like a
yeah, like a
hill,
little
but like a
bump in the
little.
ground, basically. Yeah. And so when I landed, I kind of landed in the push-up position, but I went so far down, like I cracked like in my arm up above my elbow.
Oh my
So
god. Not
I
like
fractured that part.
kind of like in a dislocated form, but like, you know,
I cracked it
kind
basically.
like the
Yeah.
way you landed is kind of like when it kind of looked like you dislocated it, but you fractured
I
it.
don't know. Yeah. And so I go sit down and like I thought it was my wrist at first because that's all
Yeah.
the pain where it was. And then
But
like as I go inside, I go to the nurse. It's my whole forearm.
oh fuck, dude.
And as I'm waiting and waiting, it's my whole arm. And then when my sister comes, like we're walking to the car, at one point I just got hit with such pain, I just stopped moving. I was like, and then, and
Then you
I'm just
just
sitting in the, I'm honestly laughing at the pain at this time. At
yeah.
this point, I'm honestly laughing at the pain.
But I mean, at the same time, you're kind of tearing up and everything because it, it
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 hurts, but I was just laughing.
well. Sometimes people who get hurt, they laugh it off and
And
say,
it's
"Oh, it was
funny because
nothing."
I had a sling on for like a good almost 2 months, I believe,
God
something like that.
damn, it was that bad?
But yeah, well, I don't know. I think it was only like a month. I'm probably over
Alright.
exaggerating it, but I still played games, bro. Oh man, it was hard, but I still did it because I was not trying
Oh,
to sit there and just lay around all
okay.
day.
I got two
Oh, the
more.
worst part though,
Oh, okay.
worst part was trying to text with my left hand. God damn, that shit was bad.
You
Oh
couldn't do
man,
it?
that's the worst.
You
That
couldn't
is the worst.
you couldn't do it?
I hated it, man.
Well, look on the bright side though. I mean, look at how you are now. You're not like, you don't you still have your left arm, don't you? You
Yep.
still have your arm is working fine and everything. All right. That's the end of that story. I got
Yep.
two more, but I don't know which one to choose. I think I'll choose the stupid one first. And oh boy, this one is just. I feel like you're gonna get a crack out of it, I swear. Oh boy, this was so stupid. So, I don't know how much time we had left in the video, but anyway, this was. Fuck. I can't remember what year, but I know what age I was. I think I was 15 or 16 when this happened. 14 or 15, actually. So, back at that age, I was not getting. I was kind of losing interest in soccer, but I was picking up
Hmm.
interest in parkour.
Oh no.
Oh boy, you already know where this is going.
Oh man.
Boy. Okay, it doesn't sound serious, but trust me, back then it was. To me, it was. So, um, the basic move that you could learn is a safety roll. When you jump from a high jump, you roll forward on your over your shoulder like that, right? So
Hmm.
I was a bit over 300 pounds. Oh boy. Oh fuck,
Oh
it's
no.
embarrassing. So I was practicing nearby. There was a few trees, but what I didn't realize is that there were some roots that were exposed. And
Oh
so when I
no, you tripped
rolled,
over the root.
I didn't roll fast and no, look, I didn't trip. I didn't roll fast enough. I kind of like landed on my collarbone, like the area between my neck and my shoulder. That area, I like kind of like put handstand form on it. And then at that moment I heard this. I heard that. I heard like a little snap. I was like, wait a minute. No, no. I get up. I could barely move my arm like half an inch. Like I can't lift it up. Like I was just standing
Oh my
straight.
god.
I tried to lift it up and it just a sharp pain right up to my neck. It just hurt so bad. It wasn't like to the point where I was crying and all that. I was like shocked, like, oh shit, did I break something? Did I fracture something? But after I go home, I was having trouble lifting up my arm and all that. I showed my mom. She said, "Oh, you better not have broken something again." I told her what I was doing, and she forbidded me to doing that shit again. So we waited like maybe a few days to see, ice pack and everything, see if it went better. Oh
Mhm.
no. Oh no, 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 no. It did not get better. So, of course, we went to the hospital. They didn't. The good part was I did not fracture or break anything near it. Well, actually, no,
You
I did.
dislocated?
Not dislocated, because if I did that, I wouldn't be able to move my arm. I was able to
Mm.
move it just like a tiny, tiny bit, like a few centimeters. That's how bad it was. So I couldn't move it that well. But they said there was not really a big fracture, but like a tiny, tiny one, like probably quarter of an inch, like really tiny. So it didn't hurt as much though. But they also found that I kind of tore a muscle. I tore a muscle
Mm.
near my collarbone, and and they said it. you're lucky you didn't fall like harder, because if you did, you would have broke your collarbone. And after they gave me, antibiotics and told me to do certain things, and after a while, it kind of healed over time. But at that moment, I told myself, the worst thing you could do now is jump from one edge to another. You can never roll again, okay? Don't ever roll. In fact, you should risk face planting instead of rolling. That's how bad it was. That's how bad I felt. It's like, oh, fuck no, I ain't doing that again. We're just gonna risk face planting or breaking an arm. I ain't gonna land on my neck anymore. I'd rather die. It was so embarrassing.
Oh man, that's
And I
crazy.
kept that to myself. I didn't tell any friends of mine or anything. I didn't tell anybody. Because I know they would make fun of me at
See,
school.
I couldn't do that, bro. When I fractured my elbow, basically, I couldn't do that because I had to go to school the next day.
Oh my god. It's like you learn your lesson. Alright,
I didn't do nothing. It was all my friend. It was his fault. If he didn't go under, I wouldn't have fell forward.
oh, well. Anyway, you got one more story? You said something about your head.
Let's see.
I think we'll make
No,
a
no, no,
part
no, no,
two
no.
if my video just cuts out. I think it might, but, you gotta find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. I figured you were gonna do something like that, I swear. Why did I feel like you were gonna do that? Alright, so you were gonna.
Ooh.
Oh shit, I've never been on this map before. What?
Ooh,
This
I
map looks
like
new.
this map.
Alright, cool, it's Clash. Alright.
It's in the Demon City.
Alright, so you said a story that. Oh, wait, no, I did play
Oh,
on this map before.
I could just say how I fucked up my finger when me and you were gonna try to record a video.
Oh, yes! Oh
Care to
my
explain?
god.
Care to
Oh, shit. Oh my god, this was so bad. This was so
explain? It
bad.
was super bad.
Okay, so let me explain. I think I had to explain because I feel like you're too embarrassed to mention anything of it.
Nah, I could say it.
I think you should do it because I feel like you would explain it more better than me. So I think you should.
So me and Josh were gonna plan on making a video one night, right? It's like midnight for me because Josh is like 3 hours behind.
Yeah, I live in
So
California.
I'm
You live in
tired.
Connecticut.
I'm hungry. I'm tired, hungry. This man, no. Oh, no, I was eating some fucking spaghetti.
Yeah, you were eating SpaghettiOs or something like that.
Yeah, I was eating something that was related to spaghetti. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And so, literally, I cut my fucking finger on the, I think we were playing Fortnite, weren't we?
I think so. We were telling bully stories, I believe. We were making a
Oh, no,
yeah,
yeah,
we
no,
were
yeah.
yeah.
That was after. No, because we were
Yeah.
just talking about it. I don't think you recorded it,
No.
but and so yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we were just talking, blah blah, and then right as Josh started the video, I cut my fucking thumb. Not even a centimeter.
Wait,
But
you
my
didn't
thumb was gushing.
wait,
blood,
you didn't
like,
explain
oh
how
my
you cut
God.
it though. Like did
All right,
didn't
I cut it on the like the little circle thing that you pull off the can, basically.
no, he was basically saying he told me that he was eating it out of the can, like he heated up the can and he fucking ate out
Yep.
of that. So
Yep.
I was saying like, why didn't you do that? You're gonna get sick and all that. But then all of a sudden I started the video and I heard him say, "Oh fuck!
Oh my
Hold on,
God,
Josh, don't
stop the
say
video,
yeah."
stop the video, and then I just left. I literally
like-
just left, and I didn't come back until like a half hour almost.
Like probably 10 minutes,
it
I
was
think, is what took you.
Bad. It was so bad.
So you came back, and I asked you what happened. Like, did something happen to your sister or something? Did someone break in or anything?
And then
'Cause-
I didn't even say anything. All I did was FaceTime him, and then I just showed him all the blood on the floor, my poster,
and the napkin and all
fucking-
that, tissue
it
and all
was
that.
so bad.
I was like, Caesar, what the fuck did you do? And he said, "Oh, I just cut my thumb on the can." I was like, "Oh my god, you."
Exactly, like something that small too, like just so
Yeah.
small, and then like I just like have my
I mean, a
thumb gushing
paper
out
cut
blood.
hurts as fuck, but Jesus, in your own. oh, by a can. I got cut with the can before and it hurt so much. But, fuck. Alright, I got one more story and I think that's it. But yo, that is, that was so
It
scary.
was so fun. And then the thing is, I think we proceeded to play Fortnite. I don't know if we recorded the video after,
I don't think we did.
but
I don't
I
think
don't
we
know.
did.
I remember playing after that, but my thumb, oh my god. So
Like, you had to get
obviously, you
off
guys
because you couldn't
know,
play.
yeah, you guys know how like when you cut yourself and then you just have like it heals to a certain degree, but then you just move it ever so slightly and then it opens up the wound again.
Yeah, like
That's
you
how I
stopped the
was when I was
bleeding
playing.
and it
Yeah,
just.
basically. But I just reopened the wound and then it just kept burning because I was rubbing my thumb against a freaking analog stick.
Oh boy. So then after that, you just said, "Oh, Josh, I'm gonna get off. I'll call you
Yeah, I'm just
tomorrow." And
gonna get
it's.
off.
All
It was so
right.
bad. Like I hated playing because on my controller I have I guess in way control freaks and it has like these little dots like around that
For
edge of
grip.
the analog stick. Yeah, for grip. And so my cut would rub against that every game I would play.
Oh boy. Alright. I got one more. This is like the ultimate one. This is the one I was saving for last. I don't know if the video will end on its own, but we'll just find out. So, this was. Oh shit, I can't even remember. I think this was back. I think when at the other apartment. Like, as soon as my. Well, I'm okay to say it now, my mom doesn't mind, but my dad and my mom got divorced. This was like a month after.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened was, my dad he had a Scion, which is a, brand of car. He had a Scion. And so, he was in a club that had mostly Scions. He was in a club, and I was proud to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened was, we go to one of his closest friends from the club to his house, and I was good friends with his kids. I can't remember their names, but I know the guy's name. His name was Val. That's his name. So we go and they were talking for a bit, talking about plans for the club and all that. So I asked them, because they had an extra bike in the backyard, so I asked them, "Hey, is it okay if I ride that bike over there?" And it's like a not a BMX kind of bike. It was kind of like a lowrider, I guess. And I was a good enough size to fit in it. So he said it's okay and all that. And so I go and his kids go and get their bikes, and we just decided to ride around. But the thing I didn't count for is what kind of road his house was near. Like
Oh no.
it wasn't smooth pavement. Oh no, it was not. It was not smooth pavement. Hell no, it was not. It was kind of like really loose to the point where you could actually like bend down and pick up a little pebble from it, a piece of asphalt you could get from it. So so we were just riding back and forth down the cul-de-sac, and then we decided we were gonna race each other. So
Oh
I decided to
gosh.
be the most horrible person and bump one of the kids' tires with the front tire of the bike. I know it was evil back then, but I was a kid. How can I don't know how to explain that. So what I did next, after I did that, I fell and my elbow scraped the ground for like a good 2 or 3 inches. Like literally scraped. And I didn't realize that. I looked because a sharp pain hit my elbow. I looked and there was about a 2 inch deep gash in my arm.
Ugh.
Bleeding like crazy. Like my whole bottom part of my arm is bleeding, covered in blood. I'm panicking, hyperventilating from, I don't know if I was going into shock or something, I can't remember. I don't think I was, but I know I was hyperventilating. So, I go to my dad, I was like, I was just breathing so so fast. And so
That's
my
crazy.
dad goes up to me, looks at my arm, and he was like, "What the fuck did you do?" And we got gauzes and all that, and it was such a bad time. And as soon as that happened, I think
Oh,
a few. I was so in shock that I couldn't explain to him what happened. Like I couldn't say like, Dad, I was riding the bike and I couldn't
in
say
that crying
anything.
voice,
Yeah.
yeah, in that crying voice, yo, you can't just speak anything
I just like I
articulate.
was crying and hyperventilating, but somehow I was talking. I just
Hmm.
couldn't speak clearly. And so, oh my god, that was so funny. Now I look back at it, but after that we got gauzes and all that, and we after a while, like maybe few weeks,
Hmm.
about a few weeks, I look at my arm and of course there's a scab and everything forming because that happens when your skin is trying to heal itself. So after it was a big scab, like I'm not kidding, huge. So then I go and of course when you're little you go ahead and try to pick at it and everything. That's what everyone
You made
does.
it worse.
I did. It was starting to bleed. Not like crazy, but it was starting to bleed again. And so
Oh.
I went and got band-aids and all that, but and then I come back and it's a few more days and weeks passed and I was fine. It was going and my asked my dad like I didn't ask him but I think I knew, but I was saying to myself, "Oh man, I think I'm going to get a scar from this." And yeah, I got a scar on my right elbow. And it
Huh.
was so painful, I swear to God. But
I can imagine.
yeah. And there was one more thing that I wanted to say about scars. People don't realize that of course they look kind of, you know, like, "Oh no, I feel so sorry for you" and all that. They don't realize that it's a part of you. Like of course the story and everything might be stupid and all that, but oh, you fucker, are you trying to snore?
No.
Alright, so, I thought you were snoring for a second, but so yeah, scars are a part of you, and you should accept that if you have some. So
Hmm.
yeah. Anyway, that's the end of that story. That's the most brutal one I could think of. That was just horrible. And yeah, I think that's it. All right. Anything else, Caesar?
Um. Hmm. Not really.
Not really. All right. Well, we just wanted to do something a bit different. You know, I couldn't tell if you guys would enjoy this, but I know we did.
I'm pretty sure they did enjoy us
Yeah,
being
that.
ridiculous kids as a kid. But if you guys enjoyed, obviously drop a like, subscribe to Josh, and if you
I'll put your
guys
channel in
feel
your
the need
description.
to, if you guys feel the need to, just why not share your own story?
Yeah.
One of your own stories. Why not?
Send some stories to an email me, and then yeah, I'll put my email in the description. You guys send me some. And just oh boy, this is just oh
This was
boy,
insane.
and I still
Insane.
have a long life ahead of me, so something else could happen. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, and as always, stay classy.